you know, who's going to have the jump on some of these team fights, because if somebody gets caught out, if anybody gets caught out, they can just be blown up from the side of LIIV SANDBOX and what they have brought in.
I also think there's a lot of onus in this game on the jungle players, right? Like the snowball that you can have with Croco, he's got the faster clear.
Oh boy, here we go. The flash already coming in. BDD has the dash. He's able to flash as well to get away from that one. But that's early flash is blown in the mid lane. But also Croco had to flash to try to make that happen.
Yeah, kind of permanent fights I was talking about between the junglers.
Yeah. These early game fights can determine a lot of what happens later on.
Like it's way higher risk, I think, for Clid. If he loses this fight, if this goes badly, he loses his whole jungle.
It's a 3-on-3. Clid is getting in there. They're trying to burst down Croco, but he gets the smite down, and there it is. The set comes in with the face breaker, and now BDD's in the backline with no dash, no flash, no ability to get away from this one. Fate will go down. It's 2 for 2 so far, as the two top laners are going to survive. Rascal's got double buff, though. As the sun will come in, the final Q might be the execution, and there it is. It will be in favor of gen.g, who take down 3 for 2.
Value instead of clearing the jungle, but it's actually staying a camp ahead himself now.
Uh-oh. That's the Q landing, and Rascal takes an extra shot, but he's 4-0 now. As Summit saw it coming, but he was not willing to give up the farm.
This is so greedy.
This is going to come down to the smite, as down goes the Rumble. He doesn't smite the dragon, and Clid is easily able to take down this objective. gen.g are getting so much in this early game.
Yeah, yes, we saw this very extended fight earlier with Rascal.
Fighting over the red buff here. Fate is looking for the angle, as he doesn't find much. Actually goes to the wall, but the haymaker, or rather the face breaker, is pretty large. And now we have a Renekton, a Croc coming in from the back. They're looking for life, actually, but the Emperor's Divide is just massive. Look at that wall. Every single player on the side of LIIV SANDBOX cannot pass it, and nobody will die from gen.g.
Yeah, they were on the map.
Rascal eats like 3 turret shots. As we do have an engage on the bottom side, Ruler is all alone. Where is his Tom Kench? Looks like he's actually going to get away. The last auto is not enough. And now we have a bear on the bottom side. It's a lot of burst damage that comes in. Eats a rocket to the face as Prince as well. And that bear will not be denied. How about another kill going the way of Clid as he picks up his 3rd of the game?
Yeah, just a miscalculation on the damage there from Prince.
The bottom side picks up a double kill. Obviously, the 4-0 Lee Sin has the biggest lead up in the top side. So pretty much everything is going well for gen.g here. The mid lane is ahead on CS, so is the bottom lane. And LIIV SANDBOX, they're just going to try to make a play here on the BDD. They have just immediate CC chain that comes in, and there is no escape for BDD. He's not even able to flash.
He wasn't able to do so. He's still holding onto his flash now.
Oh boy. Summit is still taking these trades. The Dominus comes in, and he's getting in there. He thinks he can take the win, and actually flash used by Rascal, and that's just the kill. If the Renekton is not able to lock down the Lee Sin, you can get the range and execute him with your Q. Rotation from Fate up to the top side, but Rascal easily reads that.
Yeah.
Gets away.
Set was coming up, and I think even seemed like forward.
As we do have the teleports coming in, trying to now get on top of everybody. Charm onto 3, but effort is so squishy. And there's 5 members of gen.g down on the bottom side, so your teleport is not really going to find too much value here out of both Fate and Summit, actually. As the Q from the Lee Sin is going to miss. They're trying to trade back a little bit, but this is gen.g's Rift. They're ahead 5,500 gold at 11 minutes in.
Ruler's just getting more gold here on this turret. Plate's going down. He gets 160 off this one, solo by himself. And now they've got the Drake prio that comes with it. They get the Drake. And like you said, the Rift belongs to them. It wasn't about the Kai'Sa pick that we talked about. It was just about everything else. And
yeah, I don't think the draft even matters at all in this one. Just comes down to the fights here, as Rascal is going to get caught out here, but maybe he can still get the assassination. Tries to jump in, but they're stacking pretty well as Fate now not able to get the kill. Maybe Prince can do it? Can anyone kill this guy? The rocket comes in and actually gets him, threads the needle through 2 members of LIIV SANDBOX, and it's a trade.
No, empty cup. One drop at a time to have the glass half full.
Yeah.
On this one for LIIV SANDBOX. Their comp is not the stronger late game comp either, just to make that clear.
Okay, well maybe 4v1 is the way to get it done. He's, you know, CC from 100 to 0. He got an insane amount of health and he lives. The equalizer comes in, but the Devour is there. 1v4. Rascal survives again.
Starax, he's got Gore Drinker, he's got the Devourer, and all 5 members of LIIV SANDBOX nowhere near what will be the soul point here for gen.g on Infernal Soul. Infernal Soul with a Jinx with... Yeah. Well, LIIV SANDBOX is going to try to get the second Rift Herald here when gen.g is resetting. I don't know if that's even guaranteed.
LIIV SANDBOX, they know they're very far behind, but...
Dancing on the eye here, Klitz is,
It's perfect that it's Volibear, too.
Oh, man. This is too much for me to bear. No pun intended, but...
Wow.
I didn't actually, that was not intentional. Yes.
I don't believe you.
SANDBOX beat T1, right, when they came back and had the Bane fight. Like,
Yeah.
you had a Bane in that game, so you're like, oh, okay,
Well,
Bane kind of fed some items.
This is a pretty early Baron. We'll see how the turn goes. Again, LIIV SANDBOX's engage is really nice. The equalizer does come down. gen.g, I like that they give respect to this.
Yeah.
I like that they back off, but LIIV SANDBOX, they just don't care. They just don't give a damn. They're like, okay, we'll take the Baron. Wait, no, we can't. We can't quite do that. The spike comes in, and they're trying to get it done, but look at BDD. He just does way too much damage. Prince gets 1 kill, but that's it. He's able to avoid the rocket. And you gotta LIIV SANDBOX sometimes, even when they're getting crushed. They never back down. They don't just let them slow push into the turrets, into the fountain. They're always willing to take a fight, even if it means their demise.
Yeah.
Because they knew that if they backed away, they were gonna lose anyway.
Like you said, they have this...
Vision, though. So if a teleport comes in, they will know immediately.
Yeah.
We'll see if,
there's
Fate,
a deeper one. They go for.
Fate is gonna go for it.
Yep.
And so here we go. They see him coming in now. The equalizer is really nice, and we'll see if he can get the angle, trying to get on top of the Tom Kent as well. Effort just dies immediately, and now Fate will go in, but the damage is not quite there, as Krako is trying to follow up on that. And here comes Klid, and Rascal looking to get it. I think he just smited him to death there. That is going to be the clean ace, and should be the end here of game number 2.
It almost once again went all back to the set, but this is one of those games where set's win rate's going to go down a little bit, but it wasn't about him, and gen.g just played a fantastic early game. Klid really started to snowball things when he got those 3 kills, when he was able to get the first kill there in the jungle, and then those 2 on the bottom side.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did he try to walk across and he was actually blocked by his teammate or something? That looks pretty weird. Either way,
guess so.
either way, Ruler with a little celebration perhaps there at the end. Very straightforward game.